Man, don't trade Forex if you're gonna be a child here. This is not a game of age. This is a game of heart.
Good day guys, it's your one and only BSelect72. As you all know me, your mentor. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for you to be notified whenever I be dropping. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the community. And if you're a new subscriber, thanks for joining the hundreds of traders who have already achieved success by watching the videos in this YouTube channel. So today I'll be doing a top-down analysis on Nasdaq and GER30. So what I usually do, I usually go to my highest time frame, which is my monthly time frame. One thing that I always identify on my 1 month time frame is my highest point and my lowest point. So we all know those 2 points, which is my highest point and my lowest point, those will be my support and resistance. So why am I turning the colors into a red color? I am turning the color into a red color because I am telling myself if the market comes to this down point, it's a no-go zone. You understand? Meaning if it breaks here, we'll be selling. And if it goes there, it's still the no-go zone. Meaning if it breaks, we'll be buying. You understand? For now, we are still ranging between the resistance and the support. You understand? So what I usually do, I also go to my weekly chart. On my weekly chart, that's whereby I identify my zones that act as my resistance and support. But those zones are actually called my equilibriums. Understand? So I have to know the equilibrium, the 50% of the weekly candlestick. Understand? I have to find out the fair value of the price that took place in 5 days. So one thing that I usually do, I always start on my previous weekly candlesticks. You understand? So this is my weekly candlestick, and as you can see, I am identifying my zone. So we have my 50% zone there. You understand? So I'll be turning this into a black color. So if I am deleting this, we can actually see that the market respected here. When was this? 19 August 2014. Understand? 2024, sorry about that. Understand? So we are currently also respecting that zone there. Understand? So one thing that you need to know, after identifying that equilibrium on the previous week, you also need to identify those equilibriums on other previous weeks. You understand? So I'll just be identifying those equilibriums on my chart, so my chart can be as nice as possible. You understand? So we can actually see that the market also respected that zone there. You understand? So one thing I like about these guys, it's that the market respects this zone. You understand? And we are all aware that the market has changed now. Understand? It's Trump's market. We always have to be vigilant about how and when we take our entries so we can avoid being stopped out. You understand? I'm not saying this strategy can help you not to be stopped out, but then it can also guide you as much as possible. You understand? For you to find what you are looking for, meaning the edge that you want to gain from the market. You understand? So I have to identify those zones. So me identifying those zones, guys, I'm identifying these zones to find out my equilibriums. You understand? I have to find out my fair value points, understand, in the market. You understand? So we can actually see that we are currently respecting that zone. You understand? So these act as my support, that act as my resistance. It's still the same. You understand? But it's not the usual way that people identify their support and resistance on their turning points. You understand? Or on their reversal points. This one is different from others. You understand? So one thing that you also need to apply, guys, once you are down on your weekly time frame, you always have to go to the smallest time frame, such as daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour, and 45 minutes. You understand? But as for entering trades, you can enter minimum at 15-minute chart. You understand? No 5 minute, no 1 minute. You understand? Because I believe those time frames has a lot of noise and it can be confusing for you. You understand? But as for me personally, I recommend 45 minutes. You understand? That's whereby you should end. So we can see that these zones are actually identified. You understand? So now I am looking for the equilibrium at this current market. Understand? What's the equilibrium at this current market? I can see that the market is currently respecting here. If it closes above, then I will be looking for my buying opportunities. But the thing is, guys, we can't just be saying we are looking for buying opportunities without anything that's supporting your statement or your analysis. You understand? You have to look at different things such as fundamentals. You have to have certain confirmations in place, you understand, before you can actually be like, I am buying or selling, you understand? So we have this beautiful trend that was broken, you understand? But this trend, one thing about it has not come to this 90%, you understand? Where the trend started, the market never came to finish the journey, you understand? So while we are focusing at, I will just be using my rectangle tool here at this current price, understand? I am using my rectangle tool at this current price. Then let me just change it to black, obviously, because I love to keep things clean and neat and nice, understand? So I'll just identify those rectangles on these zones, understand? So let me just make them smaller, guys, because you know, as we go to the smallest time frames, the rectangles become big things, understand? So I don't want to come back and fix them, understand? So we might as well fix them here before we go down. So now we are heading down to the daily chart. On the daily chart, what are we looking for? We have to understand the market structure. Are we going down or are we going to the top side? You understand? So in this manner, we can actually see that the market did what? The market did actually push to the top and also push to the downside. You understand? But the question is, why did it push to the downside? Why is it now going to the top side? This is where, as a trader, you need to answer yourself. You understand? So one thing that you need to be aware of, guys, we had a high there and we had a low. So I usually identify the high and my lows, and that's then for me to understand where I might be going to if we are buying, you understand? So one thing we can see, if we are buying, we are going to the yellow level there, and then if we are selling, I have to also identify that one. We should also be looking forward to start from there to there, you understand? So we can actually see that the market did what? The market did actually respect this golden zone, you understand? The market did come inside and tap not just this golden zone but also the equilibrium. So I'm very, 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 very confident enough to look for those buying opportunities tomorrow around London, you understand? I am very confident enough to look for those buying opportunities. So now I'm going to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, what are we actually having here? So if I would try to connect the trend, I would start this trend line from that point, understand? And I can actually see that we did what? We didn't really break it. We never broke the trend. We never broke it. We are still there, understand? But then let me just connect it nicely there. Understand? We can see that now we broke the trend. Understand? If I am connecting it nicely there. So one thing that you also need to know of, guys, you need to know something. Understand? You need to know something. We have to now go to our 1-hour chart. On our 1-hour chart, we have to see how the market was respected. You understand? During the day. So let me just connect the trends like this. Exactly my point. So we broke the trend here, you can see, and we came to respect it. Now we are pushing to the top side, you understand? So let me just delete the rectangles because they are not as neat as I want them to be, you understand? So let me just do this. Exactly my point. Now they're as neat as I want them to be. So actually now what you need to know, guys, we are actually going to be buying, you understand, because we broke this downward trend and we did retest on that trend, and then now we are looking forward to the buying opportunities. But the buying opportunities can't take place if we don't break this high here. If we break this high here and we close above that high, then I say we need to be very, very confident enough to take those buying opportunities. So one thing that you need to be aware of, guys, that I usually do, I also usually go to my 4-hour chart. On my 4-hour chart, what do I usually do? I usually change this into my line graph, you understand? Once I change this into my line graph, I am looking for any possible reversal zones, you understand? So I can tell that we have a reversal zone here, you understand? the market came to retest there. So I can say this is my reversal zone. Then now I'm changing it to candles, and you can see that point is our reversal point there. So now I am going to my 1 hour chart. So if we are breaking, guys, that is our first TP. Even now, that's still our first TP, understand? But for us to be confident enough to take those buying opportunities, we have to break this point, you understand? But then if you already took those buying opportunities, that must be your first TP, and your equilibrium is your second TP, you understand? What I'm trying to say here, we are trading from equilibrium to equilibrium. Then inside the equilibriums, you can find any necessary support and resistance, you understand? But just know that you shouldn't be taking those support and resistance serious as you should take the equilibrium serious, you understand? Meaning, trust the equilibriums more than you can trust the support and resistance inside those two equilibriums that acts as your support and resistance. So this equilibrium acts as my support, that equilibrium acts as my resistance, and then I have inside support or a resistance here inside, you understand? So yeah, so if we break here, guys, I am looking forward to take those buying opportunities to that equilibrium here, understand? I am confidently enough looking forward to take those buying opportunities to that equilibrium there, understand? So this is my first TP there, equilibrium to equilibrium. Then obviously we can just put our stop loss just a little bit tighter, understand? That's only if we break this zone and close above, understand? Whether it's 15-minute candle, 30 or 45, still we are going inside. 5 minute, 1 minute, don't look at them, understand? Those things will confuse you. Don't look at them, understand? So one thing that we are also looking forward to here, we will be going to the 45-minute chart. Understand? It's still the same, nothing changes, understand? So basically now we need to go to our GER30, still the same thing, our monthly time frame. Nothing changes, our monthly time frames, understand? So let me just do this. Sorry about that. What did I do, guys? What did I do? How do we fix this now? As you see now, guys. See now, it's a problem. What are we looking forward to now? Because let's see what's happening now. Hey, guys. Okay, now we are alright. Sorry about that. So let's go to our GER30, our monthly chart. So on our monthly chart, guys, we are actually looking for our highest point there. Understand? That's currently our highest point there. So I am changing that to a red color, and I'm going to my weekly. So on my weekly, I can just might identify this one, understand? So yeah. So now what am I looking for? I am looking for my equilibriums, understand? I am looking for my equilibriums at this point, guys. So now I am identifying my equilibriums. Some know them as my discount and premium. You might as well call them like that. Understand? You might as well call them like that. So I'm actually looking for those ones. Understand? I am looking for those ones. So currently we can see the market is on this one. Understand? So we might be looking for what here. We are not sure. It's either we close or we close below, above or below. And if we close above, looking for buys. If we close below, we are looking for sells. Understand? We are looking for sells. It's easy to know whether you are selling or buying, but as time goes by, when entering on your MT4 or 5, we tend to blow. The question is why? It's not the strategy, it's your psychology. Understand? It's your psychology, it's not your strategy. It will never be a strategy, it's just your psychology. Understand? It's just your psychology. But one thing I love, guys, we always have to learn from our losses. You can't just take a loss and be like, I'm okay with that. Understand? That doesn't make sense. You have to know why you took the loss. So if you have reached this far, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for reaching this far. I understand. Thanks. I mean, it's been a while not dropping any market breakdowns for you, so we can actually see how these zones are being respected. The market respected that zone, but it never came back to retest here, which is something that's heavy, you understand, because the market has to some point fill some gaps. You understand? We can't just be living without coming to fill any gaps. You understand? So yeah, one thing that you need to know, we have a zone there. This zone, it's a zone that we have to monitor. Not just that zone only, but also this zone there. Understand? So these two zones are the zones that we have to monitor no matter what. Understand? These are the two zones that we have to monitor. We had a double top there and the market pushed to the downside. So yeah, what are we looking for? We're actually looking to go to the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, I believe that we have the same thing. Okay, before we go there, are we having an equilibrium in this point here? Okay, we do. So we just have to fill that up. We can't be having this much gap, understand? We always have to fill those equilibriums. So for our chart, I think we have the same pattern as NASDAQ, understand? So we might as well be looking to buy the market, you understand? Because we broke this downtrend here, understand? Keep things simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate your things, you understand? Just keep things simple. So one thing I love about this, guys, it's that we did push to the top and then we came to our discount. Now we have to close above and simply look for those buying opportunities, understand? We simply have to look for those buying opportunities. So let's just go to the smallest time frame and then see what we can be looking forward to do. Okay, so here I believe we had a double top. Am I wrong or am I right? Let's see if I'm wrong or right. Let's look for any reversal point. So the reversal point was there. Okay, we see we retested there. Now we retested there. So I'm changing this to candles. Understand? Now I'm going to the 1 hour. Beautiful. So we had a double bottom. Then the market dropped. The market came back down. Understand? So one thing that you also need to know, guys, we have to find another at least support or resistance again in this manner here. Understand? Okay, so we have another one here. The market retested there. The market, you see, we have something yana there. So we do change that. So if we are buying, guys, we are hoping to be buying from which level? Let's see. Okay, so we have to wait for a candlestick to close above. Okay, no candlestick has closed above yet, you understand? Because currently the time is 23:47, understand? So one thing that we need to be looking forward to, just allow the market to just close. Once the market closes, obviously that's our first TP, but I'm sure, 100% sure that tomorrow around London, we might break, we will break it, you understand? So what are we looking for? For equilibrium. Equilibrium to equilibrium. That's how you trade this thing, you understand? Equilibrium to equilibrium, understand? That's how simple it is. I won't lie to you guys, understand? So yeah, this is your boy, guys, PSLEX72. I didn't want to take much of your time. I just wanted to keep things simple so you can see, you understand, what's important here. It's the direction, understand? The direction is what is important here, understand? The direction is what is important at this case. So yeah, this is a beautiful analysis. I won't lie. I guess it's against my time. I can't take any trades. Also, if you want to see whether the market will break this high there, so you can enter on the closure of the candle there and then just target this equilibrium here, this fair value price there. You can still do that, you understand? You can still do that. It's acceptable, you understand? I prefer doing that more than entering on this point here, you understand? So yeah, because why? We came from a what? We came from an equilibrium to an equilibrium, understand? So I prefer what? Coming from an equilibrium to an equilibrium, but in this manner we had to what? Just accept the fact that we need to break this high in order to confirm those buys, understand? Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, guys, but because of this double bottom, we are still going to the downside. We are online, we are still going to the downside. So yeah, guys, this is your one and only PSLEX72. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for you to be notified whenever we're dropping. Thank you, God bless, love you, have a productive trading day and happy trading.